All right, welcome back to Somewhere in Time Podcast, everybody. SomewhereInTimePodcast.com is where you find us online. All of our socials are there. Find us on YouTube at Somewhere in Time Podcast. I'm Eric. We've got Tim here.
Yo.
And Joe is here.
I'm here.
Keith is not here. We're hoping Keith's going to join later.
Keith might be here. I think he'll be here eventually.
Hopefully, yes. Maybe 20 minutes or so. Let's hope.
Yeah.
All right, this episode we are talking about a band that you've probably never heard of, but you should have. And then they're not around anymore, but the band is The Big F. The album is.
Yeah. Is.
You did that on purpose.
That's right.
We'll play a little bit.
The album's is?
No. The album is.
The album is called Is.
Yes. The name of the album is.
The album is entitled Is.
Just hold it up there. I'm sure you have it.
Oh, I do have
it.
But
if you're probably listening, so you can't.
Oh, I have this on CD too, actually. Believe it or not. You know.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of CDs, I went and grabbed this in the week that we've been off, or 2 weeks. I found my CD.
Oh, nice. You did? Okay, nice.
It's a regular color that I paid probably 10 times more than you should for a CD.
So is it not 3D throughout?
It's not 3D.
Non-3D, so. Okay.
Yeah. And this is an instance where I like the CD packaging better than the album because you actually have bigger pictures in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's cool. Does the front say summer edition?
So, yeah, it says all that. I know that there's a glare there, sorry.
Yeah, there does, yeah. Okay, let's play a little. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, what?
I was going to say I guess we're going to talk about the EP that also came out that year, the Patience
Peregrine.
We're going to talk about 2 songs.
It means it's basically 2 songs. Yeah, but
I have the 7-inch record of that, and it doesn't have the 2 extra songs on there.
Oh, well,
it's just the first 2. Yeah. I've actually bought that twice because I'm stupid. Check. Yep.
What are you, fucking idiot?
The fucking idiot?
If you don't check Discogs before you make a purchase on a record, you're an idiot. Like, I don't think I have that. Oh, fuck.
Hey, at least you keep your Discogs updated. I'm sure I'm like...
Mine is, yeah.
I'm sure
mine's like 90% up, 99% updated. I got a few new ones that I need to put in there.
All right, let's play a little bit of this album to get going. How about this?
Chinatown.
Oh, nice. Hit me with that drum! He's hitting me with the drum, Brian!
Oh, this is So, this address, isn't that where you live?
Wait, where?
In Ogden?
No, I didn't live in... I've lived in Orem.
Oh, Orem, okay.
Yeah. But I know where Ogden is.
He gives out addresses for people.
Oh, does he? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, those are both addresses. I don't know what they mean, but...
That's funny. All right, this band is John Crawford on bass and vocals, Robert Brill on drums, backing vocals, and Mark Christian on guitar. Yes, easy names. Nothing weird to pronounce.
And no French?
No French.
They have a specific background, a band they were...
Yes, we talked about this last time we talked about them, but they were in the band Berlin.
2 of them were.
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Mark and John, I think?
Mark was not. John and Rob, I think were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does not sound like, again, you mentioned before, does not sound like Berlin.
No, definitely not.
But if you watch, it's Rob that is drums, right? If you watch his drumming in any live performance of Berlin, he definitely beats the shit out of the drums.
Good.
Too. Huh. Just to think,
surprising.
These guys were in Take My Breath. Well, I don't know if they were both in the band at the time, but Take My Breath Away.
I know.
It's crazy that there's a lineage for that song in this band.
It's so weird.
Insane. It makes no sense.
I like that song, but it's not metal.
No.
Yeah. Although I don't know if these guys you'd consider really metal. They're more of a...
No, I think they're just a really good hard rock band with really good songwriting.
Yeah.
I think this album specifically, probably the last album too. The drummer is ridiculous on this album. underrated as hell, if you ask me.
Yeah.
This drummer.
Oh yeah.
Did some really cool stuff on this album.
Tons of double bass, all their songs, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
There's not even a Wikipedia page for this. These
I know.
guys'
It's
albums.
very limited. It's ridiculous.
No, I know. I was looking at that too. Going, okay, not a lot to research here.
Well, yeah, I like
can't
to
say,
follow along with the track listings on it usually and see who wrote stuff, but
Yeah.
can't with these guys.
But if you were to describe them to somebody, you can't say like, well, they sound like who?
No.
There's a lot of Motorhead, but without the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like
The drumming
rhythmically, I
reminds me of
should say.
Motorhead.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, that
Very
the
double
song I
bass
just
heavy.
played was very like it was like Overkill.
That's
by,
very, yeah.
by
the
Motorhead.
singing. I don't know how to describe that.
I don't know.
It's a bit screamy.
It's kind of pissed off,
Yeah, very.
but
Yeah.
but melodic at the same time. It's not growly or anything. It's
Yeah, he can do both.
I
yeah,
could see somebody not liking the band at all because of the singing. Keith.
yeah, sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't get that
see
because
that.
last time we talked about this band, Keith was like, "Oh, they're too like, yeah, baby, get in my car. We're gonna go to my pad." All that, like,
Which they're not at all.
no,
No, they're not at all.
And I don't know how you get that from this band. Like,
I've
And I don't know how a
idea.
Trickster fan is even offended by that.
seriously,
It makes no sense.
how about the album cover?
Psychedelic, man.
So their
It's a bit
first album,
phallic.
I was gonna say their first album is pretty phallic, right? Album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was kind of phallic,
There's some mushroom tips on this cover too.
yeah. This is definitely phallic.
little dick obsessed.
But it's
I would
also
say I would.
I'm guessing those are probably like the good mushrooms.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
But I'm not wearing that shirt. Not walking around with that much. I don't think that's gonna.
I'm thinking about the Louis C.K. bit, and I can't repeat
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I remember it was a sweater with a print of guys sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah. So this album, the first album was Elektra, right?
This is too, isn't it? Is this not?
This is Chrysalis.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. So major label, but not Elektra. So they jumped to a different label.
were they like were they under the same house of record companies? Probably though.
I don't know. It says
MCA or RCA or something like that.
it says Chrysalis ERG, and then it says FFF Records on the back. So
Which is that sounds like their own thing.
it does. I mean, they were apparently the record company at least thought this was going to be a big album, apparently, but no.
Well, like Craig was talking about, this was the weird times for heavy music.
yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't fit anywhere.
No, these guys were not
93.
going to fit in.
Well, you sent us that interview earlier where they were talking about bands they were touring with. I mean, and
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Like, who do they tour with, right?
So they put in a group full of all bands that didn't sound alike. We're all awesome.
Soundgarden and Voivod.
And,
Yeah, I'm assuming, I don't know if this is the case, but they were on that same tour that it was Soundgarden, Faith No More, and Voivod, but they took the place of Faith No More. I know that, I'm assuming Faith No More dropped off because everyone's like,
They blew up. Yeah,
yeah, you're not going to open that show anymore.
yeah,
yeah, we want to make some money with you now.
Yeah, you're huge now. So,
yeah. Well, that was 90, right?
yeah.
Okay. They must have. I mean,
So-
they must have just formed.
So that was before this album.
Yeah, they formed in '88. I was looking at that. So
Yeah, it was before this album. Yeah. They kind of fit on that bill because that's just kind of a weird bill. It's like, might
for
as well.
sure, yeah.
It's like, especially in 1990. Like, okay, sure.
I can't imagine seeing them and then Voivod though. It's it's like
Yeah, when I think about even seeing a show with Faith No More, Soundgarden, and Voivod, when you think about that, you're like, today, there's no way.
yeah, unless it was like a festival with like
Yeah.
80 bands there, you know.
But yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
God, that's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soundgarden were so loud at that show. Jesus Christ.
Was that Richie's Coliseum or something like that?
The Bayou.
Oh, was the Bayou? Oh.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
The
that was
best
right up front.
venue ever.
Yeah. right by the stage, and I was like, all I hear is a fucking vibrating snare drum.
Right by the river.
Just.
God.
Oh my god!
Well, you didn't know Soundgarden that well either at that point.
No, I knew a few songs. I knew some stuff from
Louder Than Love.
yeah, I had that, so I knew that stuff. But they played like Ultra Mega OK stuff, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
so
it's like,
not their best stuff.
no, still good, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my god, I saw Soundgarden in 1990 in a club. You can't. That's pretty fucking awesome.
And wait, did Voivod headline that show?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Wow.
so
Faith No More opened,
that's so weird.
then Soundgarden, and then Voivod. Yeah.
That is so.
Yeah, it should have been flipped, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I'm pretty sure Faith No More went. I'm pretty sure they went first.
that would make sense at the time because they weren't huge
Yeah.
yet. So
Yeah. But we had gotten the real thing, and we liked it. So
Yeah.
I knew all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a good show. And I went to that show with Steven, and Steven hated Voivod.
no, really.
Despised Voivod, but he sat through it. Because he's like, well, you like him, so I'll stay. And I'm like, I fucking love him. You're my ride home, so you're staying here. He's like, yeah, that was terrible. I was like, whatever.
Well, what else
Anyway.
before we get on the tracks? I mean,
Production is
Keith's
good.
not here. Yeah, production's really good. It was produced by the band apparently, and engineer
Not the
was
band. This band, right?
well, yeah, it was produced by the Big F, and engineer was Paul Hemming.
I don't even know where you're finding this info. I couldn't find shit on this band.
I had to dig around a little bit. Yeah, Paul Hemingston.
You had to go to at least 2.
That was
Google
on
searches.
Discogs where I found that.
Oh, that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Produced by Ed. What?
Oh, you
What?
have the actual CD.
I do, yeah. I can barely read that.
I used to have that CD. I might have it
I
somewhere.
have it.
still.
I have it over there
Stason?
somewhere. Stason?
Anyway, Stason, yeah.
That sounds familiar for
Anyway.
some reason.
I like this band so much. I bought it for a friend of mine in high school who didn't even like metal. I was like, but this band is so good and they're not really metal. You want this for your birthday. She probably never even fucking listened to it.
Probably not.
But because it wasn't like you could just go to the record store and find this album. Like, I saw it and I was like, fuck, I gotta buy it again.
So apparently this guy,
So I gave it away.
Paul Hemmingson, was also engineer on Among the Living.
What?
Something like that. Maybe I could be wrong.
Huh.
Discogs is hard to navigate as far as when
Yeah,
you're
it's
looking
not
for
the
like,
best.
because it says producer, and then I see Anthrax Indians single, Anthrax Caught in a Mosh, I'm the Man. Oh, it's Caught in a Mosh live on the I'm the Man single.
Oh, okay. I have that over
Maybe he
here.
was doing live stuff. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter.
It's over there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can get into the tracks because there's not much else to talk about with the band. I mean,
You're right.
We don't know.
I know we don't know.
Lost. They've
I
been
know,
lost.
there's- Yeah.
We need a band member to come on here.
Oh, no.
I actually follow Mark Christian. He's still on social media. He's still playing. Plays guitar still.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Play the clip.
we just wanna know
what
what
were the
happened
tracks. We've gotten away
Whoa,
from
the
that.
tracks.
I know.
So what did you just play?
Way low to
open
be
us.
low.
Okay. Second song on the album.
Yeah.
Patience Peregrine.
Mhm.
I guess a peregrine, I just looked it up. It's like a pilgrim, kind of. A
have no
foreigner, a wanderer, sort of.
Yeah, I had no idea either.
I learned that today, just now.
Today I learned.
It's Latin meaning it's from somebody who's from abroad. So,
Oh, okay.
A traveler.
We can play a little bit of that.
Yeah.
There's a video for this, I think. Yes. Their videos have always sucked.
Yeah.
Not great.
They're cheap. They didn't want to spend a lot of money.
I love how well you can hear the bass in this band. I mean, that 3-piece, so it kind of makes sense, but
Yeah. I love his vocals.
Oh, yeah.
Mine too. And the drums are just constantly going, and the bass, like the rhythm section is just constantly like
Yeah.
16th notes or 8th notes, you know.
I love the ending of this song.
Yeah.
I do want to get
There's
to
a
the
there's a vocal versus guitar part. It's-
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the end because love it.
Oh yeah. That riff.
Yeah.
A little bit of beefcake. What's the planet?
Yeah, that's
Also a
So
bass
good.
player.
yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know how you can not love that the vocals here. It's so good.
They're awesome. Yeah.
Keith, get on here. What the hell,
Yeah.
man?
Way low to be low. I'm looking at the track listing, and save for one song, like they all fucking kick ass.
Yeah, the last song is kind of
The
like,
last
okay,
song-
what are you doing?
It's just kind of there, yeah.
Yeah. And it's
This is what I was gonna say
long.
earlier. That's probably Keith's favorite song. Dude, it's so jazzy. It's got
Yeah.
like this weird jazz fusion feel to it.
That was such a letdown when I was playing the album. I was like, God damn, this album was good. And that song came in, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, what's going
Well, at
on?
least they put it last, so you don't have to.
Yeah,
And if you were making a
yeah.
tape of it back in the day, you just
Which I
not
think
put that
I'm-
on there.
I probably did. Because I was like, I don't remember this song at all.
I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't remember that song.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It's
So,
on the
like-
CD though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the last song.
yeah. I don't. I mean,
It's
we
called
must have.
Lube.
Yeah,
Must
we
have
must
always
have.
cut it off.
I know. We must have just put it
There
on
we
a
go.
tape and just not included.
We
it,
had,
'cause I don't.
we had to have, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
No.
Yeah, because this stuff came out when I think we all had tape players still in our cars, so we had to,
Oh, yeah.
we had to put things on a tape.
Yep.
Had a
And-
big giant bag full of tapes, and you're like, where's that
Oh yeah.
fucking tape? God.
Have you seen the? It was something on. It was probably on TikTok, but it's a guy like talking about making fun of distracted drivers nowadays, and he's like,
Yes.
me in the
Oh, yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
He's got the CDs. And,
He's going through the bag. Like, oh yeah, I guess that
100%. Yep.
yeah. Yeah. Way more distracted back then.
I still have the one of these sitting right here. This
The visor thing.
yeah, the visor thing.
Oh yeah. I still. I think
So
I
you're
still
like
have those.
pulling CDs out. What the fuck
Then
is
you had to reach in the back seat to get your bigger bag of them out. Like,
Yeah,
God
that's
damn it!
right.
I thought I put it up there. Fuck! And here,
Yeah, where is it?
I know.
oh shit!
Yeah,
The corner over there, I still have two big, like the big books,
the books. Yeah, I have one
CD
of those
books. I have
Yeah.
still have two of those. That's how I was storing my CDs for the longest time before I moved in here. Now they're all. You can't see it, but they're almost wall over here. But
too. Okay.
yeah, way low to be low. So the 2-minute 50-second mark of this song is when it kind of shifts.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of like two little songs together.
Yeah, because it's a 5-minute 15-second long song. So
Oh, he's got the zip on the head.
it's cool, really cool guitar part there. Not that.
That was cool too.
Yeah.
Little slide guitar.
That sounds a little Soundgarden. Soundgarden.
Soundgarden, yeah.
That really does. A cow says.
I know.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Van Halen.
Yeah. He's definitely not following any sort of scale there. He's all over the place.
Or he's trying to be off-key
Yeah.
to give it some dissonance.
He's Marty McFly at the end of.
Yeah.
So great. I love that bar.
Yeah.
I mean, underrated vocalist, right? Who the hell talks about this guy? But he's so good.
Yeah.
Range is amazing. It's great.
This next one's
Yeah.
groovy.
Wicked Thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good. Not the Wicked Thing by Chris Isaac. Different.
No. That's Wicked Game anyway.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Rocking the cradle of times inside out. Driving into Jackie's little sea. You're a wicked thing. Storming the sunlight.
I would guess that for you, Tim, this would be like an album you just want to play drums to.
Yeah.
Constant fucking double bass and shit out of your drums.
Yeah, it's
Oh, this
nothing too
guy's better than me,
complicated.
but-
But
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of light double bass, nothing too crazy. Just tapping your feet.
yeah. There's a really cool part of this song right before the solo.
All you want to do is crush. Or is that what he says? Yeah.
Very bluesy guitar player.
Yeah.
Solo wise. Such a great chorus.
Yeah, this band should have taken off.
Yeah, I always wonder how that doesn't happen. Like, how do they not?
It's time.
Yeah.
Timing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when they would have been. Like, when would this have worked? I don't know. Where do they best fit? Maybe late 80s?
Maybe. I don't know, but it's just, it.
70s maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, they don't sound like anybody, but it's not like it's unlistenable or anything. It could easily be on the radio.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's
Any of these songs. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, maybe not Lube.
Well, not that. That doesn't count.
I shared this album with our singer Kate a few months back, and she fucking loved it.
Oh, really? Awesome.
So, like, I just think that it's probably a case of they weren't promoted well, and the timing was bad because of
Timing is really
Seattle. And
yeah.
who knows? Maybe they fucking got tired of each other too. You don't know.
It's true.
I mean, it's got to be a huge blow to be the two major labels put your records out, assuming they're like these guys are going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be huge, and then it doesn't happen twice in a row. Like 2 major labels pick you up back to back, and both albums flop pretty much. And you're probably like, oh, fuck it. Like,
Well, I mean, Faith No More could have been done with that album too, except Epic hit.
yeah,
And,
That's true.
you know,
Yeah,
these guys
without
didn't have
that song.
they just didn't have a hit at their hit.
yeah,
For whatever reason, they never reached that tipping point.
yeah, yeah. Because
I
like, did they show this on Headbangers Ball more than like 3 times?
The only reason I knew about them was from those video metal magazines.
Oh, like Hard and Heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah. Because they showed Dr. Vine on Headbangers Ball probably twice, and we bought the album immediately. That was the last album, but yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time this one came out, we knew about them. But yeah, like they didn't get a shot.
Maybe Ricky Rackman didn't like him. They didn't fucking play him. I don't know.
Ricky Rockman would have liked them if they did get popular.
Yeah. Probably. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have liked. He probably liked this band.
Seems like he did, actually.
They're an LA band, so I'm sure he's heard of them.
Yeah.
Is this a better album than the first album?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think so too.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
So things were going in the right. They were the trajectory was going the right way.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Small sample size, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they were improving for sure.
I mean, if you play Idiot Kid Heads Out, that is
my gosh.
so catchy. That's
not there yet.
ridiculously catchy. I know we're not there
easily
yet. But
be a
once
hit.
we get there, that should be on the radio, or should have been.
No, we're 2 songs away. But
Yeah.
Mother Mary.
Mother Mary, awesome little ballady song, fucking awesome
Yeah.
guitar solo.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And it's a departure from him. It's not a whole fucking song on double bass either.
I love how it comes in, fades in with that cool little
Yeah.
guitar riff.
And this is almost grungy in a way. Like this could be like, you know,
Yeah, it's kind of sap-ish.
yeah, it's kind of Alice in Chainsy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a acoustic bass. Definitely an
It's also got kind of a Lou Reed thing going on.
Yeah, I was thinking
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
yeah. Lulu.
Well, not Lou Reed.
Take a walk on the wild side.
Right.
Oh, it's very Lou Reed. You're right. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's very much.
Kids are powerful, hot in here. Yeah, the smell ain't sweet. But still, I ain't complaining.
I don't know where the chorus comes in this song.
Thankful for.
I think it's coming up, right?
I think if this song were 5 years earlier, I think this would have been a pretty big radio hit.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Easily.
Not to say it sounds dated here. Just
No. It's also kind of Stone Temple Pilots. A little
that's a
bit.
3/4 time signature, I think, isn't it?
Lives in a better place. This is for the corner girls, Beckett and Irene. Just like the pretty ones in drugstore magazines. This is
One channel.
Yeah.
those girls.
A little bit of Dogs D'Amour vibe here. Love the solo.
Yeah.
I love how it goes back into that opening riff too right there.
Yeah.
The transition's really cool.
She's got the wall like all the way up, right? Didn't that sound?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Chills.
So good.
Got some percussion going on.
Yeah.
God, vocals so good.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
It's never too
I was
late.
gonna say make this band huge, but it's a little late at this point.
They got a
30 years too
Facebook
late.
page I just found. I don't know if
They-
it's run
like a
by
fan?
them, but it says it's the official. But I don't.
Oh, really?
I have
Yeah, okay.
I have an idea it's not. But that the fact that there is a following still 30 years later is pretty
That's
fucking
something.
badass.
Yeah. And there should be. They play that opening riff of 88 Kid Heads Out. It's so catchy and good.
This song makes my balls feel good.
The bass. Oh, it's so good.
It's so angry. Well, this part's not, but the lyrics.
Great.
Bass is so good.
Yeah.
Goddamn Saturday.
He's doing a drum roll throughout the whole verse.
Yeah.
It's single roll, he goes into double.
Yeah.
I would like. I wonder what Chris Dicciardo would think of this album in the drumming.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling he would dig it.
Yeah.
That guitar there.
This is. This is a hit. Like,
Yeah, this should be it. Just how that melody there goes coming out.
Yeah.
Like, they mix the backing vocals. That's perfect.
God,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, you're right. That should have been a hit. I mean, that's. And it fits the
That-
era too.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Like, I
actually,
feel like
that
It
does.
fits in with like the stuff that was popular around that time. So
Yeah. You could play that, followed by Stone Temple Pilots, followed by Alice in Chains, and there's no issue.
Yeah.
Like, none.
Yeah. I think a lot of it, like you were saying earlier, right place, right time. And unfortunately, they weren't. So.
God. It's frustrating.
And then the next song is fantastic too. I mean,
Yeah.
this whole album's great. So, but
Another
Coronation-
back to the like a little slower, groovy feel on this one.
yeah,
The way he says "ancient" too.
Yeah.
It's "Gone Ancient" is the song.
and that's different.
Yeah. It's like
Keyboards
80s.
kind of thing. Yeah.
They have a rhythm
Harmonics.
section that's very them. Like, you know, but that's the big F. You would know.
Oh, this has got that. Don't eat it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Don't eat it.
And the guitar part. It's almost like he's
Harmonics.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he does a lot of like
It's
the
like
opening
every
riff.
note.
Yeah.
That song sounds like, I wonder if the bass player and the drummer came up with that whole bit and the guitar player's like, oh, I'll just do this on top of that. It sounds like it started with the rhythm section first and they went with it from there.
That's
It's-
what most of their songs sound like.
Yeah, it's like kind of backwards in a way,
Yeah.
but in a cool way. It's awesome.
I don't know where that "don't eat it" part is.
Good job.
It was pure luck.
It's awesome.
Keith is going to get some shit if he doesn't like this album. I swear to God.
I like that they cut the
the bass. How can you not love the bass?
Yeah.
It's obviously picked bass, but
Yeah, for sure.
it's just fucking. It's like it's almost like overkill. It's like this is the fucking bass guitar. You have to listen to it. You have no choice. And you need
Yeah,
that
well, they cut the
sometimes,
rhythm
you know?
guitar out during the solos anyway, a lot of times. So it's very, very. in your
I love
face.
when bands do that.
It's a very
Yeah.
non-produced. It's a very non-like produced or so what am I? It doesn't sound like they did a lot of overdubs and shit in these.
Right. It's
Yeah,
a
it
live,
sounds
very
very
live
raw.
sounding. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what I love about when they don't have the backing, the rhythm guitar in the background during the solos, because that's exactly how it would sound live. So
Yeah,
I love that. I love
Yeah.
when bands do
Awesome.
that.
and it
Like
works really
Pantera
well.
kind of got away from that after Cowboys. They started just kind of having a bass guitar in the background.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Mama Jame might be, other than Loop, might be my least favorite on the album. It's
that
not
goes
bad.
by
probably.
Jame with an M.
Yes, Mama Jame.
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 Yeah, I guess after Gone Ancient, it starts to lose some steam on the album.
Yeah, I like FIFA.
A little bit.
Though.
FIFA,
Yeah.
yeah, FIFA 5 is good. Or FIFA 4 is good.
FIFA
5.
FIFA 5.
FIFA 4? FIFA 5.
FIFA 5.
It's written wrong on mine.
Oh, really? Oh, it's
I must have typed it in wrong.
Boo.
This is not on. You can't see.
There it is.
I'm gonna fix that.
5.
The snare is in the wrong place, which is weird.
Yeah,
I feel like he does that a lot, though.
What's he doing?
the offbeat.
He's an off time, off beat, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's is this another 3/4 song?
Yeah, I think so.
1, 2,
6/8.
3. 1, 2.
That's
Yep.
why it sounds weird, yeah.
I think it's 3/4. Oh, it's got a good chorus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that does. It does. Yeah, the acoustic stuff. It's pretty cool. Listen to that.
That's beautiful.
It's great.
Yeah. And FIFO Fi. Solo is really good on this song. I mean, solos on the entire album.
Yeah, they are.
I guess we've been paying attention to the bass and drums so much and the vocals, we haven't talked about Mark Christian.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player.
He really is. Just jams, accentuates properly. Puts the wrong notes where he should.
Yeah.
Like when he was sounding like Marty McFly, he said. Like that was
Yeah.
intentional. He intentionally made it sound discordant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this solo. So great. And it's not, it's I couldn't do that, but it's not anything super like, really fancy.
Nah, it's
Just
not like
really
virtuoso or anything. It's just
No.
what's needed.
Yeah. The notes he picks to put in there are perfect. Well, we've reached
Oh, here's
that
the lube.
song.
Get the lube out for this one.
Yeah.
It's not offensive. It's just too long and boring.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Why?
It's
This should have been if anything, a hidden track, like
right.
yeah,
70s.
exactly. That's what it feels like. It feels like a hidden track.
Yeah.
Totally.
99.
Yeah, it's track 99 on the CD.
Yeah. I guess I'll play some of it.
Yeah, go ahead. It has saxophone, right?
Yes.
Like it starts off okay.
Yeah.
Just a blues thing.
but it's 9 minutes long.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't think I've heard the whole thing, honestly. So I was like, okay, that's enough. Turn it off.
I did listen to the whole thing, but
Oh, it's trumpet.
It's trumpet, yeah.
yeah.
The guitar's matching it, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, that's kind of cool, actually. It's just. The
It's
length,
like,
I think, is the problem.
What is it? Film noir, like the old,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Sounds like, yeah. Like a
Those old
detective
detective
this-
movies.
Had to go see this
Private-
dame
private-
about this case that she had for me.
Yeah.
like Frank Drebin.
Yeah, exactly.
It does sound like that.
She's got a what you might call a healthy
So I think it's like not offensive. I think I said earlier, right?
No, it's just boring.
too much.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
a
just
little
gets,
too
and it's like if it was this for 3 minutes, all right, fine, whatever.
Fine.
Yeah.
But it goes on, and you get into this stuff. It's like,
Ugh, shut up.
I mean, that's cool. If you were listening to
telling
Louis
you,
Armstrong, if you
I
listen to a
guarantee
Louis
you this is
Armstrong
Keith's
album,
favorite song on the album.
I'm sure it is. I don't think he's coming. I think he stood us up.
Oh man, I'm gonna give him a bad review on Tinder. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
I wonder if Somewhere
That
in
was
Here
like
is a
the
good
3
song. Could you cut it up and
Uh,
maybe
If what?
if you could chop this
That was
into like a
like-
3-minute song and take out the trumpet stuff?
That's what I was saying. Like if it was, because there were some vocals in there. Maybe you make it like maybe even a 5-minute long song.
Yeah, I like
Might be okay.
I like how it starts. I like that bass line.
9 minutes is too much.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's got cool parts, but yeah.
No reason for that.
Yeah, so we have a bonus EP for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do have those 2 songs queued up as well. Was that Three-Headed?
The Patience Peregrine EP came out.
This was before, right?
Pretty sure
Before,
it came
right?
out before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This was kind of like a teaser for the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got Patience Peregrine and Gone Ancient, and then 2 extra songs.
Yeah.
And I think you're about to play
Three-Headed
Three-Headed
Boris and
Toad.
Toad, yeah. Three-Headed Boris.
Three-Headed Boris.
Three.
Little industrial start off here, huh?
Just with mine, just a tin or two. Down and pick me up. Gotta hold on through. And a place to sleep. It's all that I see. The world outside can't touch my skin. It's tough as nails. It ain't no sin. I can't stomach much of all that I see. Now you tell me all that you see.
Production's a little bit different.
It is,
I mean,
yeah.
the drums are definitely different.
Yeah.
They're very industrial sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
It's all a two squid's gonna get.
Badass
Now-
song.
Why
Yeah.
was this relegated to an EP?
I don't know. They wanted you to buy the EP, I guess.
But I'm saying you could have put this on the album and dropped Lube from this.
You could have put the next 2 songs
Yeah,
on
for
there.
sure.
And dropped
Exactly. Yeah. It would've
Yeah,
been totally
exactly. Yes.
fine. Put
Well,
Lube
with the
on
magic of playlists now, we can just do that on our own.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
right.
you could have put Patience Peregrine and Gone Ancient and Lube on the EP, because fuck it. And then put those other songs on here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you could put the record out and just put the first 2 songs on there for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, Toad
Yeah, Toad, you were saying earlier, sounds like another
I
song.
think that maybe their LA counterparts, more famous counterparts, may have heard this.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh,
yeah, I think you're right.
Especially when you get to about a minute 20. It's very similar.
Well, I could be the one you love. I could be the one you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna play it?
Play the other
You
one.
got that other one
Yeah.
queued up?
Yeah.
You
Come
have
on,
to
guys.
steal from these guys. Come on, man.
I mean,
And it was 2 years later. So,
they stole it.
Me.
You stole it! He stole it!
Mean.
It is.
It just sucks.
oh, not anymore. Yeah.
Don't punch down.
Yeah.
Or that's not really punching, but yeah. Oh, well. They were like, fuck it, nobody's going to ever listen to these guys. Let's just take it.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong, unfortunately, but
So that intro for Toad goes on too long, but once the song
does.
gets going, oh my god, it's a fucking good song.
Yeah. Got the bottom hi-hat going.
yeah. Zeppelin right now.
Very Zeppelin.
I said don't come. Will you please not come? I told you come. Leave me alone. Leave me.
You gotta skip that. I didn't know. I should have put a timestamp on it.
Sleeping like a baby next to me.
Yeah.
Drums.
Yeah.
Falling up into a fetal ball. So sorry, not so safe. Got to leave the one behind. Gonna take you for a
Oh, that's awesome. Both left and right speakers.
You got bass and guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. I wish I'd seen them live. I bet they were an
know.
amazing live band. God.
It had to have been. 'Cause this sounds so live as it is.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you can't even find live videos of them.
No.
I know. I know.
Nothing. It's crazy.
Is this EP on Spotify?
No.
I didn't think so.
Oh, it's not?
I had to pull it on off YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Sucks.
I guess I had the. I don't think any of the shit's on Apple Music. I have it all, from that thing where it download or uploads your music if it doesn't have it already.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say about this band. You want to grade this thing?
Yeah.
How do we want to grade this? We going to grade just, together? It's
Yeah,
just
together.
the two
Yeah,
extra
together.
songs.
I'd say
It's
together,
not-
yeah.
They all kind of fit together.
Yeah, I'd say together.
I'm gonna give it an A+.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I still
going A.
still love this album.
Yeah. I'll go
I might,
A
I
only
might be
because-
I might be overcompensating for the fact that nobody knows them. This band's kind of like our bands that we
is.
know of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lube brings it down a little bit.
It
just
does.
that's a touch.
Just
so
it drops
it's an
the
A.
plus. Yeah, I agree. It's an A. They lose the plus because of lube.
Yeah.
That's a weird sentence I just said.
Yes, it is. Shit, where's Keith?
I don't think it's
Yeah.
coming.
Man, no
He
Keith.
fell asleep.
Maybe.
Well,
There's Keith.
Well, I'm going to grade it for Keith A plus.
Yes, I agree.
yeah. Keith says.
I mean,
Also-
thanks, Keith.
Outer Limits, he gave it an A plus.
I wonder what he would give that album.
I know. I wanted to hear his opinion on that one too.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got
Do
some.
you think you listened to
explaining
it?
do. I don't know.
I don't know.
We should talk about Baroness because that new Baroness.
Oh
album.
yeah.
Well, I haven't listened to the whole thing still. I've listened to about half of it. Probably. I
Oh
forgot
my
to go
god.
back.
I got the
Pretty fucking
Voinox
good.
cheap on Amazon.
Yeah, I need to get. That
Oh
too.
yeah. I should have done that.
Whew.
What a comeback for them.
I was
Yeah, for
while I was listening to it. I was reading about the band. I didn't realize they've had like a shitload of members.
Yeah, and they've had a really bad bus accident that almost killed them like
I don't know
3 or
that.
4 years ago. Yeah, they were in the hospital and hey,
Oh,
Keith's
Keith's
coming.
coming. Yes. Hey.
Good evening.
We're done.
We're done.
I had my Nazi butt kicking class that I had to take tonight.
Oh, okay, cool.
Very
Is that a class where you have to beat up Nazis?
yes.
I was gonna-
Yeah.
That's a good class then.
Did you beat up a lot of Nazis?
Oh, like 4,000 of them.
Wow.
Wow,
It's a busy
Good for
night.
you, man.
That's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Castle
That's what-
Wolfenstein numbers there.
It's why I couldn't make it till really late.
Yeah. Okay, so
Priorities.
we already talked about the Big F, but we want to know what you think of that album because the whole time we were like, I wonder what Keith thinks of this. I wonder what Keith
Yeah.
To me, those guys really fit well in the kind of early '90s rock. I mean, it's definitely it's more alternative than it really is metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. It's not really metal.
The one thing that I would definitely say that I really enjoyed about it was use of backing vocals. Like they have a lot going on with vocally, where the main guy is, doing his thing, and then the chorus, like there's something else that some other guy that maybe it's the same guy. It's just they're double tracking in the studio
Yeah.
or whatever. But it seemed to me as though that it was good. So that's the one thing. This is definitely a band that I want more exposure to before
It won't take long. They only have 2 albums.
Well, yeah. Well, we've already done both of them,
Yeah.
and I guess did you guys go through the extra 2 songs on the EP?
Yeah. we
Yeah.
did.
So I liked it. I would definitely, it's definitely not fast or thrashy or anything like that. It fits well in, I'd say, with the whole kind of Soundgarden and I'd say Rain Sanction is, what I think they kind of mix well with. But so I mean, are we adding in a grade for me for this? Okay, I'll go B.
Okay.
Like B to
take
B
it.
plus,
Well,
I think.
if I remember correctly, this is the band that you said sounded like Trickster on their first album. So
I thought. See, my recollection was you liked their first album, and these guys said that you thought it was not good. So I couldn't.
If memory serves me correctly, I was expecting to not like it, and then I enjoyed it more than I anticipated.
Let's go back and
So
find that episode.
maybe it was the first Wrathchild album.
Well, for sure, I didn't like that. He didn't like that one.
Climbing the Walls could have been. I could see you comparing that to like some glammy stuff.
Yeah,
But
that had a lot of rough.
yeah,
Yeah, No Deposit, No Return was a little rough.
but the other thing that I really did dig that these guys kind of threw a little bit out, like in Lube and in where is it?
yes,
we figured Lube might be a highlight for you.
we hate that song.
Well, I don't think we hate it. I don't hate it. It's just
I don't
long.
like that song. We were like, Keith is gonna love this because it's like, oh, this is like
Jazzy.
jazz
It is.
fusion.
It is jazz. That flat out is a jazz song. I'm just like, oh, nice. All right, I like that's. I did not expect that. And it was like,
I knew it.
all right. Yeah.
I've gotten to know you well, Keith, over the years.
Yeah.
I can figure out what you like.
And so what else did we learn tonight?
Forbidden's playing
Maryland Death Fest on May 25th. You going, Keith?
Maryland Death Fest is just not. I just can't take that much.
Well, we're just going to go for Forbidden.
Those are not cheap
No.
tickets. I don't believe
They're not. but
They're
we're gonna-
$85.
we're gonna
for
bite the
one
bullet.
day.
I'm no.
No.
I'm gonna be like, Craig, can we just meet you for lunch or something?
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $85 to sit through
I mean, it's
16
good.
bands I
Yeah,
don't care about.
yeah. Well, there could be other stuff. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
might want to.
You don't want to see Vomitory?
There was a band
Yeah.
called Vomitory.
They might be good.
It might be good. You never know.
Aren't.
Wait, they're probably on
I was about
Spotify.
to.
I mean, a lot of those bands you're going to find are going to have material that's accessible. So.
They look like metal
They
dudes
are.
for sure.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Oh, the guy's
guarantee-
wearing a Maiden shirt. Let's play Decrowned.
You don't want to see Grave? Abath?
Death metal riff immediately. Last beat. Wow. Every riff is the death metal riff. Crazy. Yeah, vocals or what?
Eventually, I'm sure.
They're going to be terrible.
Worse than I expected. I love it. If shit could talk. Because he did Cookie Monster, but with the like propane guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it sucks. Aptly named anyway.
It just sucks.
I forget who they are. already.
Vomitory.
Vomitory.
Oh,
Vomitory.
okay. What about 1349?
Oh, okay. This is fun. We'll just keep playing bands that are going to play at this festival.
There's this one band that we can't figure out the name from their logo.
Well, I mean, that's the only one. That's got to be like at least 15 of these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot of some of the bands on here.
Holy shit! They
Yeah.
have a song that has over 1 million streams
What?
on Spotify. How is that possible?
That's a dedicated bunch of mothers right
Yeah.
there. It's beautiful. Sounds like that Pittsburgh opener band. Yeah, sure.
Oh, wonderful. I Am Abomination is the name of the song.
Terrible.
Nice triggers.
Sucks.
Oh my god.
There's a band called Sissy Spacek.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How?
Why?
I don't know. Maybe she's in the bands. I don't know. Wasn't she Carrie? Didn't she play Carrie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what inspired the band.
You
name.
said Sacrifice is pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're good. I like Sacrifice. Yeah, they're good. Soldiers of
Yeah.
Misfortune was the album that I liked.
Okay. That
Or
was
Paphian
from
Forest.
91. Pawn of Prophecy. Here, let's play the title track.
I mean, the vocals are still a little rough.
This is the same band.
Yeah.
And how far did Instinct go?
This sounds like a Bender's band.
We weren't that good. That's what we didn't get.
Yeah, any vocals.
Kind of nuclear assaultish.
Yeah.
Well, it's good on.
I don't know how much of this is going to make it.
Well, the other one, the other band that I know, I just from my side of things, is Weekend Nachos. So maybe you want to at least take those guys, give them a shot. I think they're grindcore, so you'll probably
that's a good band
hate
name.
it.
It is.
It's a good band name, but I don't like the band. All right, let's do this. This is Hometown Hero. So far, okay.
I don't mind it.
This entire song is a minute 4 seconds.
Heavy.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god. This is one of those albums. 14 songs, 26 minutes.
Wow. No, I don't mind that. That wasn't bad.
But this is funny. So 14 songs, 26 minutes. The last song is 7 minutes long.
Oh my god!
So
I see what you did there, Weekend Nachos.
So they did their version of Lube.
Yeah,
for the last
exactly.
song.
yeah, like half the songs on this album are a minute.
Man.
Awesome. I
Dub
should
Violence
check
is
them out.
28 seconds long.
Well,
Yes.
the other big, huge thing that's happened locally that people should be aware about. My friend Ken Stax passed away a couple weeks ago. He was the original drummer of Scream, and of course, I got to know him in his days playing with the Suspects, and then even much more when his days playing with Spitfires United and the Electric Bricks. But he goes back decades in the scene. The Scream was the very first album that was ever put out by Discord Records. Headed by Ian MacKay.
Mm.
So Kent has been, the backbone. He's like everyone always talks about, like best drummer alive or ever. It's always a Purt versus bottom kind of situation. I mean, that's the thing about Kent. He was just, he could have his beat going, and he could just reach over and grab a sip of coffee, and you wouldn't notice with how he played that one arm wasn't doing anything anymore. The guy just could keep a beat. One of his bandmates, James, my friend James, commented how, like, all right, if we were sitting in a room and we had a metronome going, and all of a sudden the metronome and Kent were off, I'd throw out that metronome immediately because it's broken.
Man.
And that's the thing. This guy was just an incredible drummer. He also played in a local kind of jazz band, on the side. So he's, multiply diverse and all that. And he was a good, solid guy and very supportive. I mean, I still remember, getting when I was a high school band, we got to open for the Suspects. This is back in '93 or whatever. And at O'Carroll's in Arlington. And, my band is sitting there on stage. We had some people show up, but still no one was really making too much noise. And I look out off the stage and I saw Kent towards the back sitting in one of those booths, and he just put both of his arms up. I remember that just the fact that, the drummer of the Suspects, I didn't even know he was in Scream at the time, but, the drummer of the Suspects just gave me we're rocking.
Yeah, that's
all
awesome.
right. Then I can fucking do this. And he's always solid and supportive, and he will be missed. So I just wanted to give out my RIP to my old friend Ken Stax.
Yeah. Sorry, man. That sucks.
Hey, it's cancer. So
Yeah.
any smokers out there, stop doing that. He wasn't lung cancer, but hey, one way or another.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It does suck.
Hey, we're all gonna go at some point. So
We can talk about something else that sucked.
Okay. All right, let's talk about something that is that big of a downer.
Yeah, I guess we didn't tell you the story at all. I don't know. I thought we talked about it on Telegram. Maybe we didn't. But yeah, so we saw Pantera. before we went to the show, we parked at this place called Craftworks, which is just a. They have shows there. Local bands play there.
Was this in Pittsburgh or where was it?
No, this was in Jiffy Loop. So,
Oh, all right.
Raljon. No, not Raljon. What is it? No, that's Maryland. Sorry.
What?
Bristow. That's it. Bristow.
Bristow?
Yeah, Bristow.
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 yes.
Yeah.
So, and Craftworks, you just go in, you get a little card, you pour your own beer, you hang out, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And Joe had parked there like 2 weeks prior when he saw Ghost and walked over because it's literally like half a mile from Jiffy Loop. So he just parked, walk over to the venue.
That was their business model.
Yeah.
Was come here pre-game, go walk to the show, leave your car, come back,
And you won't have to get you.
go home, or come back in if you want to hang out. I guess they're still open after shows, but that's their whole business model because they're so close to this venue that when there's shows, they cater to the crowds that are going to go across the street, basically. So that was like 2.5 weeks before this Pantera show. I was just there for Ghost. We did that.
So
I'm gonna like because I don't want to get mad. So
you're going to let me tell? Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna throw it back to you.
So that's what we did.
Back to the studio to Eric.
Fuck Chris St. Clair.
I don't know who. I don't know
Fuck
who
your
that
mom.
is.
We'll get there.
Fuck your mom and dad,
he's,
too.
He's doing a Tarantino. He's jumping
Yeah.
to the end before he tells the beginning. So we go to the show. We're at the show. It was me and Tim and Joe, and me and Tim were sitting together, and Joe and Kate had a separate section. They were sitting together. And about 2 songs before the last, like second to last song ish, I get a text from Joe, and it says, "The cars have been towed." Something like that. And I'm like, what?
Oh wait, you're Tarantinoing it too because we forgot part of this. So that night we were at Craftworks before the show. I'm just taking it back here, Eric. Sorry, and they do an announcement over the loudspeaker like you have to move your cars. You can't park here. You'll be towed. Like what the fuck? So like that was the whole point of coming over here, so we could park and get out easier. So I think they made the announcement twice, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? This sucks. So we're gearing up in our minds. We got to go park in the mess of Jiffy Lube. It's a horrible experience if you park in that place. It's kind of like going to a Red or a Commanders game. It's like 1 or 2 ways
stuck
out
there for an hour
At least.
You're there for a fucking hour after the show, and so we're like, fuck. So we're walking out, and I asked one of the girls that's working there, I was like, so what the fuck happened? Like, why can't we park here anymore? And she's like, well, it's the landlord. He's a fucking asshole. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah, we have like 28 spaces that we release here. Because it's like a little strip mall. You know, like they have like a spa, a Dogtopia, all this other crap in there. And all places that aren't going to be open when people are going to a show. And I guess some of them or one of them complained to the landlord that people were taking their parking spots or some horse shit. So the landlord got shitty with Craftworks with their staff, and they're like, well, we're going to just tow your cars if you're not there. So that's basically what the skinny of it is from the girl. And I'm like, well, if you have 28 spaces, why can't we park here? She's like, well, if you park in front of our building, you're fine. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, if you just park over here, they can't tow you. So that's what I'm like, oh, no shit. So I go out and I tell, because it was Eric drove, Kate drove, and I drove. We had 3 cars there. I'm like, well, let's just park over here and we'll be good. And they were like, are you sure? Like, I just talked to this girl who seemed like a manager. I don't know. She said she argued with the landlord earlier in the day. It turns out that was the first time they'd ever had this problem. Of not that show.
The Pantera show is where the problem started?
Now.
What? How could that
now,
be?
Eric.
Yeah. I was kind of purposely, saving that because I kind of had a feeling if I said, Joe talked to them and said, it's okay to park here. And then I said, we went to the show, Keith would be like, oh, I know what happens here. So, but yeah, so we get back and like, I'm like, we're all pissed off and trying to figure out what to do. And like, I get back and Joe's like, I've already called a lift. Like, I'm waiting for a lift. It says 15 minutes away. I'm like, all right, because they had obviously on the Craftworks they had a sign like, if you got towed, here's a number to call. So we got the address of the place.
And Craftworks was closed at this point.
There were still people there.
They were going to be open, but once cars started getting towed and people were coming back from the concert, they closed because they were worried that a bunch of drunk people from Pantera were going to come in and light them up. When
that was probably
because I think I was the first person to call when we got back because Kate wasn't feeling good. Early.
Yeah, Kate
wasn't feeling good, so we walked back. She's like, "I'll just go," and I was like, "I don't really want you walking out of a Pantera show by yourself. Like, we'll just go back." And that's when we saw the cars were gone. And
she was going back to her car because she needed medicine that was in her car, by the way, which was gone.
Yeah, so I called Craftworks. I'm like, "What's up? Your girl that is in there she had told me, and that Craftworks was like, well, the when I was talking to on the phone, she's like, well, she's kind of explained what happened, and I was like, I was probably the best person to call because I hadn't had anything to drink that night. I was very level headed, I think, about the whole thing, and she's like, yeah, well, we were worried that a bunch of people were going to come in and try to like do something bad. So she ended up being nice and taking my info, and they actually the illegal thing about this towing company. One of the things is they didn't take credit cards, which is against the law.
What?
So we had to go in and Craftworks. They let us in one at a time to go get money out of their ATM.
Oh, and tell them how much money it was that we had to pay these fuckers.
$230.
$230. Jeez. Yeah.
The maximum for towing in Virginia is $150, but most people aren't going to know that when they get their car towed. They just want their fucking car back.
Oh. I think that was more an impoundment fee. I mean, it was towing plus impoundment.
But it wasn't because if you tow a car, you have to impound it.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying you were illegally parked, so we're impounding you. You're basically paying a toll to get your car back on top of the towing. I think that's their. I mean, it's a scam. Obviously, I'm just saying that
it's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal. Yeah.
We just didn't know this until the day after when we started researching this shit.
Yeah.
Class action.
So when we got back there, I was saying Joe was like, here, there's a lift 15 minutes away. But then that lift cancels. So like Kate's got her phone out. She's trying to get an Uber or Lyft. That lift cancels. And there are Ubers and Lyfts like coming up and taking people away. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they canceling all these rides with us? So there's a guy that's just like parked there. He's clearly works for Lyft. And Tim walks over. He's like, are you waiting for someone? Or can we get him in the car and just, you can take us to where we need to go? And Tim, didn't he say like, I don't know?
Yeah, he says, I don't know. He goes, I don't know. And we're like, what do you mean you don't know? We're here. We need to go over here. Can you do it?
You're a car that's your business.
You're like Lyft in your car.
You should be very pleased that you don't need to drive anywhere in order to pick anyone up.
We're on the Lyft app, and we're like, why aren't you showing up? Like, what the fuck is going on?
He said those drivers are lying to you. They're not coming here.
And he was right.
He was right
because they were coming from like Chantilly, and they was going to charge like $13 for 4 people.
Yeah, right.
And they had to go through this fucked up traffic because they changed the traffic routes for shows over there.
Yeah.
So you can only get in one way. And so I guess these drivers would figure out where they had to go, and they would be like, no.
Yeah.
So that kept happening.
Yeah.
But he said, I'm trying to figure out what I want to charge you guys. I don't know how much I should charge you guys.
Yeah, he's just trying to... He's trying
to do what the towing companies do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he said, I'm here to make money. That's why I'm here. I'm just sitting here because I want to make money.
Meanwhile,
like, at least you're honest.
Meanwhile, we've got a guy coming up, one of the guys that Joe was talking about earlier that wanted to go in there and blow the place up, who was like, what's going on, guys? He's like this drunk motherfucker. I don't even know if he was drunk.
I don't even know if he was drunk. I think he's just angry.
Yeah,
he's just
angry.
Was he at the show? He was at the show, right?
Yeah. This guy had walked over because he wanted to go to the bar at Craftworks afterwards, but Craftworks closed out of fear of these people getting mad.
Basically.
Well, his car didn't get towed. His,
No.
I don't know if
car
he's
didn't-
allowed to have a license. I think he's one of those.
Well,
There's a 99% chance he's been in prison. Like, he was
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of-
A Pantera fan? What? No.
Also, was it he like Shinedown and Creed or something like that he said he
Probably.
went
I
to
don't know.
see?
He was also a big trickster fan.
No,
Big.
I don't think so.
Because he's, or it was I think it was Godsmack and somebody
Yeah.
else like the Shinedown and Godsmack or something.
Well, he
like
came
that. I was
over-
at the Shinedown Godsmack show also. I'm like, yeah, of course you were.
He walked over before the lift thing happened. He was like, we were kind of telling him what was going on with a bunch of the people over there. He's like, man, I'd fucking knock the brakes off a motherfucker if they do that to me. And you're like, okay.
Which
Don't get mad at us.
never heard
was
that
almost
term.
worth it just to hear knock the brakes off somebody. I really like that a lot.
You guys
And,
could have
and
just.
this was a guy that you absolutely 100% believed he knocked the brakes off of people before.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
he definitely knocked some brakes off. No question about it.
He got,
you guys
got the
do
knocks
realize
break
your
off him a
phones-
couple times too.
You could have easily, just hit record and make it just do a video in your pocket so that you could have had the recording.
Oh, you're
I
right.
didn't know if I had known.
Oh, we
he was
didn't
gonna
know.
say that.
Wait a minute, yeah.
What's funny is I
Yeah.
recorded the Pantera show like that. I could have just kept recording. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could have had that guy's voice saying that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he was a
Brakes off
character.
somebody.
He's like, they banned me from this place. So why the fuck
Yeah.
are you coming in here trying to get a drink if they ban you from this
Right,
place?
you're banned.
Yeah.
Nothing in this evening makes
He's
sense.
not. He's not very good at math.
No. Ugh.
No.
So finally, we finally get to this Lyft guy to be like, okay, I can give you a ride, but it's going to be like $35 or something like that.
He was going to charge like
Each.
$8 each or something.
Yeah, I think it was like
that's
10 bucks each or something. So it was like
10
$40
bucks.
bucks.
Yeah.
And the guy,
This
that-
dude pops in. He
yeah,
overhears
our
this.
buddy, our knock your brakes off buddy, he's like, come on, man. $40.
What is
too
wrong with
much."
you, man? You're fucking them, man. They give them $5 each, man. You're fucking them over. We're like,
The driver's like, okay.
But we're kind of in the middle. We're like, well, he's right, but we also just want to fucking go get our cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just want to go home.
So it's like midnight.
Yeah, it's
We
like
just wanna
12:30
get
this
our cars.
point. So he lets us in. The driver lets us in. He's like looking around. He's like, oh, I thought that guy was with you. Whew. And we're like, no, no.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He was just interceding on our behalf. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get
Oh.
there and
Oh, it's so shady.
It's,
Like it's
like the
dark,
middle of nowhere in the backwoods, and
There's these two fat guys.
gravel lot.
You're like Balls
I'm
Ford
sure they-
Road.
I'm sure they had guns all over their bodies.
yeah,
I'm sure.
It wasn't
like-
balls for. It was. It
I'm,
was. in-
I'm
it was
being
like-
driven to my death right now. Basically,
Yeah, I mean, it was an industrial park, kind of near a police station, but it was. It was not a place where you wanted. You did not have leverage as a person.
No,
there.
no. Cash only.
and the guy's like, yeah, cash only.
Which is
So-
illegal.
Yeah, which is illegal. And I give him my cash, and Kate gives her cash. Well, I think Joe, you paid, and I paid, and whatever. And then Kate's like asking for the guy, like, "What's your name?" And what does he say? Brian.
Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Chris.
It's like, "What's your last name, Chris?" It's just Chris.
Yeah.
And I think she was recording too.
She was
wasn't
recording too. Yeah.
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 And then, I guess when she started recording, he gave the full name. It was just Chris St. Clair. He lives in Midlothian, Virginia, with his cunt wife, who owns the company, who's also a felon, convicted felon.
What was the name of the
threw that
place
out
again?
there.
What was the name of the towing
Empire.
place?
No, I've
Empire
researched them.
Empire Towing. If you
They're
look
both
them up,
criminals.
yeah.
If they weren't so fat, I would think they were on meth.
Well, no, they probably were on. They would be a lot fatter.
The lady at Kraftwerk said that as soon as we left and as soon as everybody left, they were basically taking pictures of the license plates of the cars that had parked there and the people who had left
Yeah, they
from
had
their
spotters.
cars.
Which is also
State
illegal.
spotters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they could tell the towing company, here's the cars to come get.
If you look them up on
It was-
Yelp, you'll see there's people who are like, it's the most ridiculous shit that these people are doing. Like there was one guy that's like, I was literally in my car and I parked and had my hazards on. And the guy comes up behind me. He's literally trying to put my like shit on my car to tow it. I'm like, I was
My
double parked
God.
for like a second, and the guy's like coming up to me trying to tow my car while I'm in the car.
Good Lord.
It's like, what the fuck? It's unbelievable. Yeah. So anyway, so that happened, which was not great.
Oh, and we had really douchey people around us at Pantera.
At Pantera.
we didn't. Tim and I were okay
No, we were fine
for once.
for once.
But we were in the very last row, so there was no one to spill beer on us behind us.
That's right. We
So-
couldn't get any further back. In the,
That's right.
Yeah, we had some way too drunk dudes behind us. And then a teenager that was giant teenage kid headbanging way too wildly in front of us. Like had no idea of personal space. And I wanted to just kick him forward down the fucking stairs, but it was not fun. It was like, goddamn. Because we just gone Ghost a couple weeks before, and it was like the nicest crowd, you know, like people are respectful and dressed all fucking weird and having fun, and then you get a Pantera and it's like, oh, okay. You gotta do a stereotype here.
Exactly. I mean,
Unfortunately.
this was a Pantera show, Joe.
And the opener was Lamb
That's
of
a problem.
God.
You act like you've never been. Like you've been to Pantera, right?
Once, yes.
Yeah.
I guess I almost missed them, though.
But it wasn't this bad. Like,
No, that show was fantastic.
and they're so much more mellow now up on stage too. You think like everybody should have mellowed out, but no.
They're a lot older.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil can barely even move anymore.
yeah.
It's
Well,
sad. It's
I think
almost
the
sad.
crowd was-
like-
Yeah. And the crowd was pretty young, too, because he said how many people are here for the first time, and it was a lot of hands that went up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I thought they sounded good.
they did.
You
sounded really
did.
good.
Yeah. Charlie sounded great. Zach sounded great.
Yeah.
It's interesting because Zach is Zach, and his solos are not dime, right? And so it is Zach playing dime solos, which, okay, that's fine. But it doesn't sound like dime. The riffs sound good, and he's got the tone right, for sure. But it's just, there's moments where you're like, that's not quite what dime did, but that's cool. That's just me. That's me nitpicking. Like, it's dime. It's
Yeah,
Zach,
I mean,
Zach
it's
Wilde. He's
dime.
one of the best guitar players ever. So,
right. What are you going to do?
yeah. So, but yeah. Sorry, I don't want to end on a downer. I was talking about Baroness before I was talking about newer albums that came out, and that's a new one that came out like just about a month ago. It's really good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Kind of came out of nowhere.
I know, because their last album was
I mean-
not very good. The production was terrible
No, it
on the last
wasn't.
album.
It was terrible.
So I was not expecting much at all, and I put this thing on. I was like, "Holy shit, this is good."
Yeah.
It's hard. I want to play the choir into the dirge, but I don't feel like it conveys as well unless you listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to listen to those like tracks 3 through 5 together, kind of all blend together, and it's amazing. But I'll play
You
a
should
little
play
bit.
something.
Yeah. It's weird because this is kind of a continuation of the previous song I was saying. So
Yeah.
Here in the dark, Madonna, golden chains of fire, with flesh like sunburned varnish, a tapestry of scars. She stalks the unlit corners.
awesome.
She haunts my room at night, that I might use my eyelids as a shield against her light. For her, the sweet behemoth that slavors while it grins, with fangs of burnished copper, and milk beneath its skin. Along with fierce Leviathan, who walks below the
I know why Eric likes this so much.
rain, their jaws.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah. I didn't really put that together, but yeah, you're right.
It's like Jim Morrison and that guy from The Crow, the bad guy from The Crow.
It's so good. Well, those are two of my favorite things, so no wonder I like it so much.
They tickled your brain in the right spot.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it's good. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Ah, yes, that album was amazing. Mutoid Man. Did we talk about Mutoid Man last time?
I don't think so, but that's another good one.
Mutoid Man.
Oh, that album is so good.
Yeah. There's some fucking weird riffs on this album.
Yeah.
What was that one that was really... I can't remember now. So it starts with a weird riff.
Oh, there's some Danzig stuff later.
What is Mutoid Man?
They're a band.
How do I not know about this?
Tim mentioned them.
Okay.
Yeah.
We found them, I don't know, like 4 years ago or so.
Yeah.
So much potential waiting on the other side.
That sounds like a nerd.
It's just my goddamn pride. Lord knows I've tried to break a glass ceiling. My brain is fried and my head is reeling. I'm gonna beat this thing to be free at last. I'm gonna beat this thing to be free at last. I'm gonna break something.
Very good. I want
You
to
had
find
me
that
at the
song
Fast Iron Maiden riff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that,
Unborn is awesome.
is that the one, maybe? Yeah.
Ah, it's so good.
Oh, this album cover is something. I need this on record just so I can look at it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get the album, the vinyl.
Oh. That open hi-hat.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. Yeah. God.
It's awesome.
Good. Yeah, they're good. And
Very good.
that's another one that came out of nowhere too. That I just
Yeah.
It's funny, like a bunch of new albums have come out in the last couple months that I just it seems to happen this way where the beginning of the year, at least the last few years, has been kind of slow, and then like fall hits and all of the albums come out.
Yeah.
Well, we had Overkill Metallica early.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Both good.
Yeah, new Corey Taylor album is good too. Much better than
Yeah.
the first album. The first album.
Oh, that first
his
one.
first solo album was
Oof.
bad. This is
Oh,
good.
yeah?
The new one's good though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more Stone Soury. It's like
Yeah.
it's basically a Stone Sour album, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good. CMFT or CMF2 is the name of it. But don't listen to the first one.
No. Avoid.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Yep. All right. I don't have much else. You guys got anything? I know, Keith. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry I had to, be so cool and have to do hardcore stuff that, hardcore people from the punk scene got to, do all that stuff. So I was late. That's why I was late. Not
So
'cause
you
of,
weren't
like,
you weren't
family.
watching your kids because your wife was at a knitting thing.
No, that's
He was
definitely
out keeping it. He was fucking keeping it real, man.
I was out there with that guy from that Pantera show we were knocking, brakes off.
Breaks off. Fucking jaw jacking motherfuckers.
I knocked off
Cold cocking.
five brakes, man. Maybe 6. That's what I was doing. My wife wasn't in a knitting class.
It was the ballad of cold cocking.
I wasn't doing laundry and replacing sheets, mattress covers. No.
Knocking Nazis' brakes off.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Oh man,
how we roll.
I know the name of this episode now.
Knocking brakes off.
Knocking Nazis' brakes off.
Cold cocking Nazis.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Why are they? What does the big F have to do with knocking Nazis' brakes off?
The cold cocking knocking brakes off.
All right.
Everything about that is great.
Yeah. Well,
Knock somebody's brakes off.
yes.
Sure.
Well, for Keith and Joe and Tim, this is Eric saying.
Thank you. Good fucking night.
Energy, aggression, power. To sum it up, it's a vulgar display of power.
Sometimes I think you drink just a little too much blood.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be a Bloodaholics Anonymous.
Cutting it up big time.
They are miserable slaves of Satan.
Some cunt's recording this.